Okay, guys. In a real war, what you always want to do is if you have the choice between pro-mealing and put on full rune, you always want to pro-melee first. Of course, if you have the time, you may go ahead and put your rune on, whatever works best for you. But pro-melee is 10 times the defense of full rune. It is always better. Whenever you're tanking, you want to make sure that if you have a head start, if you're running from them and they are not touching you, you want to put on full d'hide, a d'hide top, just the d'hide top, the staff, and pro-mage if your lead is long enough. In my example, I'm still being hit while running, therefore you always keep pro-melee on. You can, of course, play around with the rune top on and off depending on when you're binded. That is optional, though recommended if you are being binded frequently or for very long periods of time, depending on how many binders they have. When binding, you will always run in a X motion across two barriers to hug them around the edges every time. This is very easy and very simple to explain. The idea is simple. At the moment, if you are first pile, you have 100 run and they have 100 run just like you. So you continue to do the X barrier to hug them off on every single edge. Hug them using the X, and they will always get hugged around the corner. See, just like that, hugged, and you can get a free run before you're binded again. Of course, this is only temporarily, and that is only until you run out of run yourself. Once you're out of run yourself, that means they are out of run. If they and you are out of run, you're now again playing at even stakes. This is when the rings make a difference. At this point, you remove your ring from your equipped self, put it in your inventory, and then you operate the ring to run replenish. And at this point, they have 0 run, but you have 50 run. And so this allows you to no longer have to X them on the corner, because at this point you can outrun them no matter what they do. This war is not like any other, or this example is not like any other war you will ever be on. These hybrids are all 99 mage for the most part, and they are all very focused. There is no snipers, there is nothing else going on around, so they are focusing specifically on me. That's why I'm being binded so much. But see, for now example, I have 50 run, they have 0 run, so I completely outran them all the way here. Look at where they are. Look at the minimap. It's all green because I outran them to a point where I didn't need to hug them anymore, because you have more run than they do. And that's the secret to the rings. You use them when your enemy doesn't have run. You gain the advantage on the run side of it that way. And so what you're going to do is every time when you have a run advantage on them, you want to put on your d'hide top and your staff. And you're going to outrun them completely and all the way to completely lose them. And if you run out of run, continue to X them out. Do the X motion across the barriers. Whenever you are out of prayer, do not use the d'hide top anymore. Keep rune plate on at all times. This was only done to help you guys tank, and please take something from it. Please. This is all I could do under these circumstances, but I'm going to show you a screenshot of when I died at the war, and this is what you should look like when you die. 0 prayer, 0 HP, 0 run, 0 food, 0 charges to your ring. That's a true tank.